Lo and behold, just how everybody advertises. Third year seems like it's gonna be one of the best years.
You got me singing, way oh, oh. You look like a guy who could treat me right. Way oh. Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? Way oh. I could be the best thing in your life. Way oh. You got me singing, way oh. You look like a guy who could treat me right. Way oh. Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? Way oh. I could be the best thing in your life. Way oh. Maybe let's take a drive, take a drive.
What's his face? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Forgive me, I know it's been a really long time since I put out a vlog, and I said I was gonna do a step 1 vlog, which I still plan on doing, but I wasn't gonna do a first day of school, 3rd year, M3 year, woo woo video, but I just feel like I had such a great day, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this vlog because I know somebody is gonna ask me how my first day of 3rd year went, and lo and behold, just how everybody advertises. 3rd year seems like it's gonna be one of the best years. They do say it's one of the hardest years of medical school and in medicine in general, like in your overall career, because like the learning curve is like really steep and you're like a doctor on a leash, and it's very stressful because, you know, we always think that we're not good enough, but we know a lot, we second guess ourselves, and you're being put on the spot and pimped and all this and blah 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 blah. But I'm really excited. So I just wanted to share how my first day of M3 year went. And I know there's gonna be people asking me like, you know, how did it go? What should I be expecting? You know, for all the other FSU students that come along the line. So for those that are new to my channel, I am at the Daytona Regional Campus. For those that aren't familiar, long story short, FSU is kind of structured in a way where there's multiple regional campuses. So you do your first 2 years at the main campus in Tallahassee, Florida, and then you do your other 2 years in a regional campus in the state of Florida. So that could be like Pensacola, Marianna, Thomasville, Fort Pierce, Sarasota, Orlando, Daytona, and I think Immokalee is the 8th one. I think that's right. I think I got them all. So I'm at Daytona. Woo woo, the best campus. Not gonna lie, I really like the group of, I mean, I like all my classmates, but the Daytona campus, we have a really good group going, so it makes me excited even more. So I did find out I start my first rotation in psych, but the first week is orientation. So usually there's a pre-clerkship boot camp that you do on the main campus before you start rotation. So like at the end of your 2nd year, after you take your step exam, after you take your step exam, you're supposed to do a pre-clerkship boot camp, and it's usually in person. Obviously this is like pre-COVID, and in this boot camp they teach you like the skills that you would commonly use in a clinical setting, and kind of like, you know, bring everybody up to the same speed, give you a solid foundation before they send you off to your clerkships. Because of COVID, they decided to do this boot camp virtual, and then they figured that the stuff that they need to do in person, that they would have each individual regional campus do that with the students. So at every campus, there's about 20 students. I believe we have 21 at ours. One of the classmates that just joined our class, she's technically supposed to be an M4, but she took some time off, so she's in our class. She's very cool. So that's why we have 21. But I honestly am really excited about being at Daytona. I've heard great things about the campus, and we met the staff today, and they all seem so nice and passionate about their jobs, and it just makes me happy to be there, because I feel like if you're happy to be there, I'm happy to be there, and you'll make my experience positive, right? So I'm just really excited about that. When we first got there, I gotta show y'all. When we first got there, there was like these goodie bags. And it was really cute. They had like this little note that I won't read because it's kind of long, but I'll post a picture for those that want to like pause the video and read what it says. Really cute. And so within there, they also gave us candy, of course. That was kind of like the intro of today. They gave us candy, some confetti. I already ate my Airheads, but some confetti. And they also gave us a beer. Okay, let me read the last quote of the poem. So it says, in conclusion, as you begin, we are so glad you're here. When orientation is all said and done, relax and have a beer. So we're actually going to get together at one of my classmates' house and drink our beers. So I'm excited. I actually really like Yingling too. So that was really cool. I never had like my professors give me beer, so that's kind of funny. Also, when we got there, they gave us an orientation packet, kind of like breaking down what we're doing. Basically today was like back-to-back PowerPoints about like introductions, what the campus is like, how to be successful, overview of year 3, student affairs, IT, like all those, for lack of a better word, like really nitty-gritty, like detailed PowerPoint sessions. Not really exciting. I would say like the highlight of my day was literally the last hour where, okay, let me go in order. Fuck, fighting. So we started at 8:30, but our campus dean is like, you have to be there. If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late, right? So we got there at 8:15. I woke up at like 6:45 today. I didn't eat breakfast because they were serving us breakfast. We had Chick-fil-A, excuse me, for breakfast. That's already brownie points for Daytona campus because I love Chick-fil-A. Then we had like legit like 7 PowerPoints that we went through, and we did like introductions. What was really impressive about the introductions today was Dr. Dunn, which is the dean of our campus. He memorized, I'm not even joking, he memorized everybody's like name, where they're from, like what undergrad school they went to, and like random fun facts. Like he knew, I'm pretty sure, I mean, they asked these questions before we got there, like, you know, random questions like where you from, blah blah, but I didn't think he would memorize it, and he literally regurgitated all the information for everybody in the class. Like he knew more about my classmates that I've been spending the last 2 years with than I knew myself. So that was very impressive. He knew Walter's name, so that was brownie points for Dr. Dunn. Then we had lunch, which was Moe's, and it was so delicious. I had 3 tacos after I said I was gonna eat healthy, but it's fine, I'm gonna work out in a little bit. So then after lunch, we met, we had like a presentation on Zoom for Advent Health. Then they kind of went through like what didactic and D3, well, the D3 course would look like, what kind of assignments we'll be having to do throughout the year. Then they gave us this packet with our rotation preceptors. So everybody found out who their preceptors were gonna be, and everybody kind of knew what rotation we started with. So I started with psych. I'm really excited for that. They gave us the syllabus too. And so kind of before we actually got sent to our regional campuses, they sent out a survey asking us kind of like what rotation schedule we want, and they're not guaranteed to give it to us. But the reason why I kind of selected psych first was, number one, I wanted to ease into things. I heard surgery and internal medicine were like the harder shelf exams and the more dense rotations, so I didn't want to start with that, although I have internal medicine second. And I'm interested in OBGYN and surgery. I mean, I still don't know what I want to do, but I'm really interested in OBGYN and surgery. So I didn't want those to be first either, and I didn't want them to be too far back either, especially OBGYN. So I ended up asking for psych first, and I got it first. So yay, I'm getting my first choice again. I feel like I got lucky again because I got Daytona Regional Campus as my first choice and they gave it to me, so I feel really lucky. But to be determined for my preceptors, so we'll see how it goes. They usually say you have 4 to 5 different preceptors for it, so I'll be getting that schedule. And then, okay, now to my favorite part of today. We met the clerkship directors for every rotation at the end, ending on the clerkship director for our first rotation. So I saw psych last. And I really like all the clerkship directors. Like, they just seemed really enthusiastic about like everything that they were saying. They had like really good advice to give. And honestly, like after I walked away from each of the clerkship directors, like talking to us, because we went around in like groups of 4 for like 10 minutes each, I felt like convinced that I would be doing every single one of those rotations. So that was pretty cool. So I'm just really excited to see like what the next year will bring. And they kind of like the way year 3 works from my understanding, which is not much. I'll start with psych, then I'll have internal medicine, then I'll have a flex rotation, which I can pick what I want to do. Well, I kind of like list my top 3 or 4 choices, and they kind of like try to place me with my top choice, which so far has been going well. So we'll see what I end up wanting to do with my flex time. Okay, so psych, 6 weeks of psych, 6 weeks of internal medicine. I think it's 4 weeks of flex time, don't quote me. And then I have OBGYN and then pediatrics, both 6 weeks. Then I have another flex time. And then I think I have family medicine for 6 weeks, surgery for 6 weeks. And then I believe you take step 2. Yeah. So for flex time, there's no shelf exam at the end of those rotations that you do. But for the 6 core rotations that are 6 weeks each, there's a shelf exam at the end of those. You know, some being more dense than others, like surgery and internal medicine. They also say OBGYN is pretty dense, but more so the scheduling is exhausting, so it makes it harder to study. But yeah, I'm really excited. I kind of wanted to keep this video short, even though I talk a lot. But we started at 8 today, and we ended by like 5, got home by 6. I'm still in my fits. I, of course, wore a yellow shirt with a blazer because I always wear yellow on the first day of school. And yeah, just really excited to be a 3rd-year med student. It's pretty crazy because I look back at my old videos of like my first day of medical school in general, and I was so excited. And they say you learn a lot in your 3rd year, and it's like literally the best year, even though it's the hardest year. But you're finally like doing like medicine and like seeing patients and hands-on, because like the way FSU is set up, you know, just knowing what the experience has been like for the alumni that came through the Daytona campus, and upperclassmen have like spoke wonders about it. So I'm just like really excited, especially since I don't know exactly what I want to do. I feel like I'm really gonna learn a lot about myself in these next couple of months, in this next year. I'm so happy that step 1 is behind me, and I'm just like really excited to take you guys on this journey this next year. And I'm gonna try to vlog as much as I can and like share my experience to help those that come after me. Shout out to everybody that has like, you know, followed me on this journey so far. If you're on the journey to medicine, don't give up, because it does get better. That's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope that all goes well. I hope it's all uphill from here, not downhill. And I'm just like really excited to learn more about medicine, learn more about myself, and see what I'll end up doing for the rest of my life. So we'll see how it goes. Walter, come here. I want Walter to say bye. Come on. Come here. Can you say hi to your fans? So, thank you for tuning in again, and we'll catch you guys soon. Bye, y'all.
look like a guy who could treat me right. Way oh, way oh, oh. Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? Way oh, way oh, oh. I could be the best thing in your life. Way oh, way oh, oh. You got me singing. Way oh, way oh, oh. You look like a guy who could treat me right. Way oh, oh. Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? Way oh, oh. I could be the best thing in your